Hello again and welcome to Tips with Andrew. I am Andrew Sapiano. Thank you so much for joining me on this happy Tuesday. I hope you guys are having an awesome start to your week so far. Up here in Canada, we just had a long weekend. I hope you guys had an awesome long weekend and are currently ready to get back into the regularness of life. What a beautiful day we have to kick it off, which is awesome. Quickly, before we get started here, what do we have? Convention tickets have officially gone on sale. It is Doterra's yearly event. It is a week-long event, I believe it is, just a little bit less. But there's so much cool things that goes along with this time frame. There's guest speakers, educational content on why the essential oils work, why they work with us. Different stories on how other people are using the oils, new product reveals, free product launches. Oh man, there's so much cool stuff going on. So if you or somebody you know of has been interested in learning more about essential oils or how to get how to reduce the toxic load in your lifestyle, this is definitely the event that you do not want to miss. It is going to be in person. In Utah. It is also going to be live stream on the internet. That's the one that I'm super excited about. So if you're interested in attending, definitely reach out to me, drop me a comment, send me a message. There's still time to get registered, and this is definitely the event of the year you do not want to miss. Next, I have launched a weight loss course for beginners. It is an online digital course for download. Discover 5 little known secrets to losing weight. If you or somebody you know of is interested in dropping a few pounds, now that the summer months are officially upon us, definitely reach out to me, drop me a comment, send me a message, reach out to me. There's definitely so much cool stuff going on, or that comes along with the initial launch, and I'm super excited to get it out there. Next, up until the 15th, the free product of the month is Motivate. This is actually a really wicked blend of oils, especially for this time of year, right? August, September is when school starts. If there's ever a time where you needed a little bit more motivation, it is definitely this time. Also, Doterra has launched a new kit that I am currently looking at right now. It is a back-to-school essentials kit. Comes with a whole bunch of different On Guard products. On Guard is the immune boosting blend from Doterra. So if you or somebody you know of is interested in boosting you or your children's immune system before school or during school time, definitely reach out to me. This is a new kit. It retails for $93 and wholesale for $70. Looks like if you buy the wholesale or if you get the wholesale membership, it'll cost you about $20 more. So definitely, this is a wicked kit that just came out. I'm looking at it right now and it's amazing. I'm super excited to get it, and I'm certain that there's lots of people out there. All right. That's where I'm going to cut it off right now. There's so much more going on over here, but I feel like we could just keep going on and on and on. Today, let's get right into today's topic. What I wanted to talk about today was last week we had National Junk Food Day. All right, junk food, woohoo! Yeah, everybody loves junk food, and it was actually it wasn't until like I believe it was like the 1930s or 40s, right around World War I or II, that somebody actually coined the term junk food, right? Because nobody actually knew what was junk food before then. It was just food, right? And it's the whole thing about, you know, what's good for you, what you should be eating. You know, moderation is key. All sorts of next level things. So what I wanted to talk about a little bit today was how to have a cheat day without actually totally hating yourself, right? So I mean, junk food happens all the time. Everybody, cravings happen, right? There's no denying that cravings happen. And you know, we don't always get cravings for apples and cherries and bananas, right? Sometimes we get those other sugary cravings. The gummy worms are that's mine right there. If you wanted to talk about a kryptonite for me, gummy worms, and you know, any sort of chips. Except for when you start getting into the good flavor, into the good, I don't know if there's good for you flavors, chips. But chips are definitely one of my kryptonites, as well as gummy worms. So for me, I definitely know what it's like to have a sweet tooth, have a craving, and not be able to get rid of it. So that's where I wanted to talk a little bit about how to have a cheat day, right? Or how these can even be worked out for even if you wanted to do like a cheat meal every once in a while, right? So, and these are ways that you can do it without totally hating yourself, without totally derailing your weight loss and wellness goals. And these are some tips that help me, and I want to share them with you. Hopefully they help you too. Hopefully you get some value out of them, right? So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Number one thing that you need to remember more than anything when having a cheat day is to plan it out. Plan your cheat day out. And I actually like this one in terms of kind of what's the word I'm looking for? There's a word that I'm looking for. But you almost, if you plan a cheat day, right? Today's Tuesday. If we're going to plan our cheat day for like Friday or Saturday, right? We just had a long weekend, so maybe your long weekend is your cheat day, right? And today you're just kind of getting back into the thick of things, right? But definitely want to plan it out. And I feel like subconsciously, now I don't really know this, and I don't have any scientific evidence backing this up, but I feel like, and this really makes sense to me, subconsciously, you would kind of force yourself to eat more healthy, eat a little bit better throughout the week in order to accommodate for this cheat day, right? If you know that you're going to go, quote unquote, off the rails, and there's going to be, and there's going to be a little bit more, snacking and a little bit more of the bad foods, if you will, quote unquote, than you would normally have in your regular, daily routine, I guess, if you will. Then that's where I think, and that's what I mean. I don't really have any evidence supporting this theory. I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor by any stretch of the imagination, but I feel like, right, and you can follow me along, that subconsciously you would kind of force yourself to eat a little bit better, and you probably wouldn't even think about eating, anything bad. Really, not anything, right? We get those cravings every once in a while, but for the most part, you wouldn't be thinking about having bad stuff. You would be if you could, or if you will, kind of overcompensating for having that cheat day come up. So you're going to be that much better in advance of that cheat day, so that when it comes, you're kind of blowing yourself up, and you've already planned to blow yourself up, right? You've already planned to have a day where you're not really counting calories, you're not focused on anything that that is going to derail your wellness goals, and you're not really focusing in terms of health and wellness. You're focusing in terms of, this is going to be a really fun day for me, and I'm going to go all out. But that's where I think, and also, right, it's kind of that double-edged sword to the after effect of you planning your day. So if we planned it on like Friday or Saturday, right, I feel like whatever the next day after that, and again, this is just my thoughts, I don't have any evidence supporting this, but I feel like after that, you would go right back on to, eating salads all day. You definitely would want to eat an apple, a banana, right? Try and clean your system out and do that way, right? So I feel like that, when you plan it out and when you have a specific date and or time that you're looking for, subconsciously, I don't think you can help but, make your life a little bit better leading up to that. So I really think that would work. And again, this is one of those that helps me. If you find that planning out your cheat day didn't help you eat healthy at all leading up to it or after the fact, and for your whole week, you just ate terrible all week, definitely come back to me and tell me how this tip didn't help you at all, and I would love to hear that story behind that. Number two, if you can, try to splurge early in the day. Right? Now, a lot of times we can't, I get it. When you're looking for a cheat day or a cheat meal, you're looking more often than not into dinner time, right? Like a late lunch, maybe dinner, something like that, right? So the problem with that more than anything is that you don't really give your metabolism a chance to, kind of slow down before you go to bed, because when you eat too close to bedtime, your body isn't actually doing what it's supposed to do while you're sleeping. You're not resting and restoring and recovering the way that you should. Your body's actually just digesting food, and it's doing things that it's not meant to do while you're trying to sleep. But that's doesn't really have any effect on your cheat day or anything, right? It's just something that you can keep in mind. Now, what I'm talking about splurging early, because if you take it into follow me along for just a second here, if we splurge early in the day and we get all of our, all of our mess that we want to for the day out of the way early enough, then that way we can have the rest of the day to kind of focus on helping us, doing, later on in the day, we're doing more of the fruits and vegetables. From that point, we could probably do some foods that burn calories. Something like celery. I believe it's celery. Is actually so little calories that you actually burn more calories than you consume by eating it. Right, so that's something that if you were to splurge way early in the day and you're kind of, quote unquote, out of calories, if you will, and eat a bunch of celery. Celery is going to burn more calories than it takes to consume, so you're actually doing yourself a little bit of a benefit, right, if you will. Now, also, splurging early in the day gives your body a chance, maybe you can do a little bit more to work it off throughout the rest of the day, right? Depending on where you work. For me, in particular, I work in a factory, right? So I'm sweating all day. So if I were to splurge early in the day, I have all the rest of the day to sweat everything off, right? So that, that's where that could kind of come into play. But this is really, more than anything as a kind of like a, a defense mechanism, if you will, to give yourself a little bit more time throughout the day to help burn off a little bit of those calories, right? We should, as much as we want to have a cheat day, we shouldn't really just load on a whole bunch of grossness into our body, because at the end of the day, right, our body can't really do too much with that stuff. As much as it feels good and it curbs the craving a little bit, our body can't do too much with, processed foods and high sugar counts and all that. Drinks like Coke, actually, I'll get into that one later. But, our body at a certain point can't really do anything with it, with those types of nutrients, right? So that's where, if you go early in the day, early enough, you still give your body, you can still go throughout the day and, work off some of those calories and eat better foods to help, balance out your system, if you will. My next tip here, drink water. And this is where I was talking about in terms of the pops, right? The fizzy drinks. I'll start with this right away. So if we're having a cheat day, right, and we're loading on the food and the calories and all that stuff, and as well as that, we're drinking pops and we're drinking sugary drinks. I don't really have one close to me, but I believe that there's something like, I believe it's 150 and it might be 200 calories in one of those little cans of Cokes, right? The 350 milliliters. So that's 150 extra calories, right? As well as how much sugar and how much additive stuff in there that doesn't actually do anything for your body. And the thing with those sugary drinks and the pops and stuff like that is that eventually your body can't actually do anything with any of those nutrients that it's getting, and it actually slows your metabolism down to a point where it's not actually absorbing any nutrients that you're putting in your body. So your body is actually kind of deteriorating in itself. So that's where you want to try and limit those the sugary drinks and the pops and stuff like that. But also water, right away, water is one of those 0-calorie drinks that you can have, all day. If you don't like the bland taste of water, then I definitely suggest adding something to enhance the flavor of it. Consider, a lemon, right? Putting lemon in your water. Lemon's great for your digestive system. They're doing a cleanse and a detox. Tina and I, we bought one of those lemon bottles It's like squeezed lemon juice or something in the bottle. I don't know, but and then that way you don't actually have to squeeze the lemon out of it. You can just pour the juice in there. Limes have really been a big one for us too. Just cutting open the lime and squeezing the juice in there. So there's so much things that you can do to to help the flavor of water. You can't, at a certain point, I mean, I don't really like to be super blunt, but at a certain point, strawberry, lemon, and jalapeno is fire. I believe you'll be on fire coming out the toilet later on. Strawberry, lemon, and jalapeno. That is actually an interesting concept. I never thought of that. Thank you very much for that, Haley. I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining, by the way, and taking time out of your busy schedule. So there you go, strawberries, lemon, and jalapeno. That's definitely, and I can't see you tasting too much water outside of that. But to go back to what I was saying, right? I don't really like to be too blunt, but at a certain point, right, you got to get over it. You just have to drink the water because you're going to, it helps your body absorb all the nutrients, all the minerals, and it's what your body uses to help transfer everything in your blood system. Just a little jalapeno, yeah, little. I believe that, little bit, just enough to get a little spicy, and take out the seeds. Aha. Very good tip, very, very good tip, and I feel like that one is from you've done that. That one's a personal experience right there. So there you go, a little bit of jalapeno in your water, and make sure you take out the seeds. Get a little bit of taster that way. So this is what I'm talking about, right? If you're going to have a cheat day and you're going to have a day where you go all out without really caring about what kind of food you're putting in your body, I would definitely suggest that drink water. And that way you can just help your body flush all of its symptoms or all of its systems out. And that way you're not actually storing too much, fat, trans fat, high sugar content, all that stuff, right? The water will help to flush your system, and that way you can get back, back on track real easy. Number 4, so we are talking here, last week we had junk food day, so we are talking ways to have a cheat day without totally hating yourself. Number 1, plan it out. Number 2, if you can, splurge early in the day. Number 3, drink lots of water. Number 4, try for some fitness. Try for some fitness. I get it. We're having a cheat day and we don't really want to do anything that is moving us towards our wellness goals because we're so much being, well-full and our bodies are like Iron Man and nothing can penetrate our armor. I get it, right? I do. I really get it. But at the end of the day, right, if we think about having a cheat day, I mean, for me, I can just think of right away, I'm having some pizza, and I'm probably having some poutine, and I mean, I'm having some gummy worms, for sure I'm having some gummy worms. So for that, right, I could just see myself just piling on the garbage into my body, and at a certain point, right, you need to have a little bit of fitness, and you shouldn't work out just so you can eat bad foods, right? I'm not trying to preach that. I'm trying to say that, a cheat day is going to happen. We are all human. I know a very, very select few people that are constantly with the fruits and vegetables and, nothing else, none of that sugar content. And I'm not saying that that's not you. I know a very select few of people that are only about, health and wellness and all that stuff, and not ever having anything bad in their system. So that's where for the rest of us, right, the majority of us, we are just human. We're not going to be perfect all day, every day, but there is certain things that we can do to help alleviate the pressures of trying to be perfect, i.e. some of these tips, and then a little bit of fitness just to try and help your body work off some of the excess calories and the excess fat and sugar content that you're putting in your body. I'm not saying that, it's a bad thing for you to fall off the wagon. I'm just saying that eventually you got to do something to help your body get back on it, right? And then that way, a little bit of fitness I promise you goes a long way. Try not to do any fitness while you're eating, but you know, a simple walk around the block, right? If you just had a big meal, little walk around the block, you know, sitting at your desk, or maybe watching TV, do some leg raises, right? Walking around while you're talking on the phone. So just little things, right? I'm not even talking about going to the gym and having a full-on exercise. I'm just talking a little bit of fitness just to get your body moving a little bit so that, you know, you're not just packing everything in, if you will. And then my last tip, more than anything, is essential oils. I have a few blends here that are actually great for sort of a preventative as well as helping throughout the day. The first blend that I have here is Smart and Sassy. And Smart and Sassy is the metabolic blend from Doterra. It helps to boost your metabolism. It also has oils in there that help to curb hunger cravings, right? So if you find yourself getting hungry throughout the day, I love the Smart and Sassy. It helps to curb those hunger cravings. Just so 4 hours. Have a good night. Yes, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. So I like the way that it helps to curb those hunger cravings. And, you know, that way, as much as we're planning our cheat day and we're planning to have, you know, garbage food throughout the day, the Smart and Sassy metabolic blend can help to curb those hunger cravings so that you don't you don't crave so much, you know, so much all day. My next blend here is Zengest. And Zengest is, it's the digestive blend from Doterra. And that one helps to promote a healthy digestive system, promote healthy digestion. This is one of those things where, you know, if you eat real bad for a little bit, you know, you get kind of backed up over here and, you know, nothing's really flowing right, or, you know, you're getting that rumbling feeling in your body, or you're sitting on the toilet and nothing's really happening. I love using the Zengest. Side note about the Zengest is it's got oils in it that make it taste and smell like black licorice. For me, I despise the taste and the smell of black licorice, but I get over it whenever I have a digestive backup. I love putting that. I love putting a drop of that under my tongue, because that way it bypasses the digestive system and gets right into the bloodstream. And then my last blend here is Zendo Cream. And Zendo Cream is the detoxification blend from Doterra. And this one can be used, you know, throughout the day, but it can also be used the next day and a couple days after that, right? When we tend to get really blocked up and we need to go through a little bit of a detox, and we need to kind of cleanse our system and have everything flowing better again. I love using that one. Again, that's another one that you can put under your tongue and have it go right into your bloodstream. That's all I got for you for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I had some fun making it. Feel free to share this with your friends, a family member, perhaps somebody from your team that you feel needs to hear this. If you'd like to learn more about essential oils, or how to get your hands on some of this cool stuff that I'm talking about, or if you would like a free sample of oils just to get your hands on a little taste tester before you make a full-on commitment, definitely reach out to me, drop me a comment, send me a message saying me, and we'll get you rocking and rolling. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day and an even better week, and I look very forward to talking to you again. I love you guys. Bye for now.